fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
What do you do when your whole career is a balancing act between passion, survival, and the weird math of creative work?
What other industry do they pay you to fail? And that's one of the best lessons you can learn.
This week, we've got something special while I'm on tour and Anna's on the road reporting. From my archives, to sit down with comedian, actor, and all-around creative hard worker, Ron Funches.
It's easy to be positive when things are going well. Are you going to be positive when shit's going down?
The ebb and flow of the creative economy comes for all of us. Sometimes it's thrilling, sometimes it's survival. But either way, it demands reinvention. As
a performer, as freelance artist, at first I was like, oh, Twitch is gaming with people. Then I was like, wait a minute. It is direct-to-consumer marketing to people who wants to fuck with me.
It's funny, it's honest, and it's full of the kind of wisdom we all need to hear again and again.
The creative economy is broken, but some people are still making it work. We're here to find out how. I'm Anna Marie Cox.
And I'm Open Mike Eagle, and this is Past Due. Whew. What up, folks? This is Open Mike Eagle. This is your captain speaking. This episode of the podcast, it is myself talking to my comedian homie, Ron Funches, a guy who you may know from stand-up, various TV jobs, animated stuff. He's got a great voice, so he does a lot of animated stuff. He does great voiceover work. If you watch Harley Quinn, he's King Shark on there on HBO Max. But he's a charming fella. So this is my talk with Ron Funches about his life and his career and weed. Talk a lot about weed. We taped this in a dispensary, so weed came up a lot. A lot of weed. Wrestling, comedy, Chicago, being a black nerd, playing video games. It's a lot of very relatable content. I think that's it. Well, my name is Open Mike Eagle, and this is something we've never done before called a Flowerside Chat. And hello to everybody that's here in our gathering of people. Hello, you all. Good afternoon. We're figuring this out as we go along. We have an excellent guest who needs no introduction, but we're so fortunate to have people.
I would prefer an introduction.
Well, I'm sure you would, and I'm about to deliver you one. I was just saying that especially because we're fortunate enough to actually have people to be in front of, and we haven't in a long time, we're going to make sure we give our man his just due. He's an amazing stand-up comedian, actor, voiceover talent, known for Undateable, Trolls, and then another Trolls,
yes,
and Adventure Time,
yes,
and BoJack Horseman, and stages.
Give me something from the last couple years.
And his podcast,
What
Getting
else?
Better. That's all I can think of now.
King Shark for Harley Quinn.
Okay, you introduce yourself then. That works
the host
for me.
of Chop 420 on Discovery Plus.
See, I don't have that service, so I wasn't aware of that shit.
Perfect combination. It's the perfect credit for this event. It's a cooking show that involves weed. I mean, you're the host.
Well, let's make some noise for our multi-talented guest, Mr. Ron Funches himself.
Thank you, brother.
I've already learned something about you. This is fun. This is already fun. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions.
Okay.
I'm going to start with the beginning of your life. I read on your Wikipedia, you grew up in Chicago, as did I. But then at the age of 13, you moved to Salem, Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you is, was it literally kicking and screaming?
It was, I've always been more of a tender person, a sweet young boy, a gentle soul. And in the South Side of Chicago at that time, that wasn't very helpful to be.
That wasn't a good place to be tender.
Yeah. My neighborhood was, it's not the roughest neighborhood, but definitely tougher than I was. I remember people would throw pennies at me.
No, they would throw pennies at you?
Right?
Oh my God, that's so mean.
That is super mean.
Yeah.
And so I didn't like it. And just my mom was also in a bad relationship. Just a lot of things were going negative in my life. And my dad had a job in Oregon. And so he was like, you can come go to middle school in Oregon. And it was, it was terrifying, and I didn't know anyone, but it taught me so many lessons that I stick by to this day. I think it helped me just see people as individuals and got rid of like just groupthink of what I was thinking about of like black people are a certain way, white people are a certain way, things like that. Where I was like, oh, I'm meeting assholes of every color. I'm meeting nice people of every color. And then especially going from Chicago to Oregon, the things that I loved in Chicago weren't very cool in Oregon, and the things that were cool in Oregon would have gotten me beat the fuck up in Chicago. So I learned. I think that's why to this point, I very much am like, I love wrestling. I like weed. I like this. Because I learned very quickly, just like what I like, because things are different wherever you go.
That's real. Well, those sound like valuable lessons learned.
They were.
So you moved out here to LA and you did this big NBC primetime sitcom called Undateable. What was that experience like for you, especially as one of your first big opportunities in the entertainment business?
It was awesome. It was an amazing experience because I think I was lucky that the group of people I got to be around were a lot of stand-ups, and also the guy who one of the creators of the show, Bill Lawrence, had done so many great things already. He was creator of Scrubs, Cougar Town, Clone High, which was as a stoner, one of my favorite things. And so it was like, I think I've been lucky in my whole career where I'm like, not necessarily a lot of people know who I am, but I'm getting like the best education. Like I get to be around some of the best in entertainment. I mean, he makes Ted Lasso now.
Okay.
So like, and just learning from him, learning that they were more than just like, oh, you're more than just an actor. You can write, you can pitch. Like I've gone out, he taught me to go out and pitch shows, do things like that, and how to make money in this business while failing. And that's one of the best lessons you can learn.
That's a great lesson. Making money while failing
is one of the best parts of this business.
That sounds like
what other industry do they pay you to fail?
That sounds like a book that I would like to read and you should write.
I would be good. I want to succeed a little too, though.
That's real. Yeah, you're right. I guess you don't want to associate yourself with failing, but that's the kind of self-help we need out here. Is the thing. So this is a weed event. It's a marijuana event.
Where is it?
It's a Flowerside Chat. This is here at a MMD dispensary here in North Hollywood.
Love it.
And so I have a question for you. I'm curious about something because you're a big fan of weed.
I love it.
And you're a big fan of working.
Yeah.
And when you worked on an Undateable, were you ever high while you were working?
Yeah, of course.
Of course?
Yeah.
Wow. How does weed interact with you doing stuff like remembering lines and that stuff of that nature?
I never had a problem with that. I have a good memory in general, so I think it was fine. And also, I just think I have a good job balancing what I do. So, like, would I get high doing rehearsal and camera blocking? Absolutely, especially during camera blocking. That's the longing, most boring day of the week. But, like, did I get high during the live taping? No. I would wait, and then after we taped it, then I would get high in my dressing room and would make the whole Warner Brothers lot smell like weed, and it would make me so happy.
That's so fun.
It would be so fun. I years later found out I should have gotten in trouble several times.
Well, that kind of speaks to something I'm curious about, too, especially being somebody who grew up in Chicago. And Chicago, Illinois, just instituted recreational weed, I think, this year or last year. And then you went to Oregon, a place that over the time you were there, it probably became recreational, and then coming down to California. How has it been in your lifetime to watch attitudes towards weed evolve?
I mean, I guess more just take it at a personal level. I think the best way I've seen that just has been like with my mom and my family. I had always been interested in smoking marijuana just from as a inquisitive, nerdy youth of like looking into like alcohol and other drugs and looking at, you know, deaths associated with them, looking at costs of life in general and other traumas associated with them, and then looking at what marijuana could do for you and the like zero deaths and things like that. And I was just always, even as a 6-year-old child, I was like, I don't think I'm going to be a drinker. I don't think I'm going to. And my dad was like on drugs when I was in youth. So I was always like, I'm not going to do cocaine. I'm not going to do like hard drugs. But I go, I'm pretty sure, even at like 6, 7 years old, like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to smoke weed.
That weed is for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to smoke it. So I'm going to research it a little bit. And my mom was just like always against it. My sister was always against it. I remember even as like my career was starting to progress, she would just tell me things. She'd be like, you know, you'd probably be more successful if you quit smoking marijuana. I was like, I'm a comedian. Like, that doesn't make any sense
at all. Yeah.
Yeah. It goes, she's like, yeah. She was trying to do it like, all entertainers, you would be able to work harder if you didn't smoke weed. I go, you think Snoop Dogg would be more successful?
Is that even possible?
I don't think that's possible. And it's gone from that to like my mom's gone through her own personal journey where she was diagnosed with breast cancer and had to deal with that and had her own knee issues and things. And to the point, I was just looking at this video that showed up on my phone, like, you know, when they like throw back from the years before.
Yeah.
I had this video of me and my mom and my best friend in Amsterdam, and she's just rolling the joint.
Nice.
So like things have completely changed with her to her now. Like she lives in Arizona, and with my sister, who is more of a weed Nazi. So she'll come into town and have me load her up, and she'll take it back with her. And,
nice.
So I'm probably snitching her out right now.
So you were first interested in weed at a very, very early age.
Mm-hmm.
How old were you when you actually got into it?
16.
16. You waited 10 whole years. The restraint.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, again, I just doing well in school, enjoying that aspect of life. And then as I was getting in high school, more of my friends were getting involved with marijuana. Some of my friends were getting involved in drinking. Some of my friends were getting involved in, in Oregon, there's a big time for ecstasy and methamphetamines as well. So it just was, I hate to say like peer pressure worked, but it did for me, where I was just like, I'm not going to smoke weed. I'm going to focus on my life. And then I was like, nobody's hanging out with me this weekend. All my friends are gone. And so I just went over to my friend Lolo's house. A shout out to Lolo.
Shout out to Lolo.
From McKay High School
all
in
Lolos
Salem, Oregon. We went to his trailer park, his trailer, and classic. I mean, it couldn't be no better. Smoked out of a wizard bong. And then I was just like, this music is amazing, and these red vines have never tasted better.
You smoked your first weed out of a bong?
Out of a wizard bong.
That seems like way too much for your first time.
It definitely hurt my lungs for sure. Yeah, I had the little baby lungs, so it was painful, but it was worth it.
This episode is brought to you by Factor.
Cold days, big goals, absolutely zero interest in cooking?
Factor makes healthy eating easy with fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs.
No planning, no grocery math, no, what did I buy this ingredient for?
I love that Factor has quality, functional ingredients, including lean proteins, colorful veggies, whole food ingredients, and healthy fats.
And there's so much variety. Over 100 rotating meals every week, including the new Muscle Pro meals, if you're doing strength stuff.
And they support your diet, whether it's high protein meals, Mediterranean, whole ingredients, healthy fats, or more. Plus, there are no refined sugars or artificial sweeteners.
I've looked for something like this for a long time, and Factor really is the best.
It's good food that tastes great and is ready in about 2 minutes, always fresh, never frozen, no prep, and no stress.
Head to factormeals.com/pastdue50off. That's 50 off.
and use code PASS250OFF to get 50% off and free breakfast for a year.
Eat like a pro this month with Factor. New subscribers only, varies by plan. One free breakfast item per box for 1 year while subscription is active.
There's nothing like your first Mac. Here's what people online are sharing. Dr. Rain says, everything is just so smooth and fast, I still can't get over it. Syncing stuff between my phone and this is just chef's kiss. Mr. Incredible 488 says, Apple Silicon basically cures low battery trauma. That's how they felt with their first Mac. How will you? Introducing the all-new MacBook Neo. An amazing Mac at a surprising price. Find out more on apple.com/Mac.
Guess what? We dug into Mike's archive and found another conversation that couldn't be more past due. Back when he was running Secret Skin, Mike sat down with Dan Harmon, the creator of Community and Rick and Morty.
So we uploaded it to our Patreon. It's raw, funny, and deeply honest. Harmon opens up about imposter syndrome, insecurity, and what it actually takes to survive a career in TV. He talks about the moments that nearly broke him, the myth of success, and why comedy has always been more about survival than punchlines.
If you've ever wondered whether the people at the top feel the same pressure the rest of us do, they do. Hear it now at patreon.com/passdue. And when you join, it gives you access to more bonus content, our Discord community, and it helps support the show.
That's patreon.com/passdue. People who've been following your career for a while will know that you have had an amazing weight loss journey in the last few years. Do you tell people how much weight you've lost? Is that something that you talk about?
I mean, it depends. Sometimes I do if I'm at my lowest, then yeah. Then I'm like, look at me, look how good I'm doing. But then I put on 10, 15 pounds and I'm like, I don't want to have to think about it because it's a constant battle. It's going to be a thing I don't think I'll ever wake up one day and be like, I don't have issues with food anymore. I'm totally cool with everything. I don't want to eat an entire fucking bag of cookies or an entire box of cereal. I just want one bowl. I don't understand people who are like that. That doesn't make sense to me. Once you were breaking the seal, a promise has been made.
So what do you think has been the biggest motivator? Because it's obviously had to come along with a big, lifestyle change to not only lose that weight, but to keep it off as long as you've had. What's been your main motivator?
My main motivator is opportunity. That's probably my main motivator. It's just that I was similar like you're talking about with the undateable. I was like, I got this job. And then people were like, you're good at this job. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing at all. I think I'd been in acting class for 6 months at that time. So I was like, let me try. Let me put in an effort. Let me see if I take care of my health, take care of my body, go to acting class, do all the things that I'm supposed to do. How far can I push this if I'm good at it naturally?
Right.
So that was a big part of it. And then just not wanting to die early. My son and his autism, knowing that he might need me. I can't just check out at 50, you know. I might need to be there at 60, 70 years old for him, So that's a big motivator for me.
So your son just turned 18.
He did.
Congratulations
Thank
to
you so
him
much.
for that. That's amazing.
No, not congratulations to him. Congratulations to me.
Oh, okay.
When I told him every other birthday is for you, but this one's mine. This one is I fucking didn't kill you. I didn't let you drop out of high school. Anything you do illegal now is on you. This is a fucking good. This is my birthday.
Have you talked to your son about weed?
Yeah. At an early age. Yeah, for sure.
How did that conversation go?
I think it's different. It's not like mine's gonna be your typical thing that you should do. Again, because my son has autism, I have to find myself usually being much more blunt, much more direct with him. So I think my son knew I smoked weed since he was 5 years old. So it was more to this day, it's the same thing. I was like, hey, this is a thing that daddy does. It helps me relax, makes me feel good. Sometimes it's for adults. So I don't recommend that you do it until you're an adult. And even now, he's kind of the opposite of me, where he has I'm like, we'll talk about it. And then he's 18. I'm like, I go, do you ever think you want to smoke weed? And he's like, no. And I go, what do you think you're into? And he just goes, ice cold beer.
Oh man, that TV marketing's getting to him, huh?
Yeah. It was from the commercial. Cold beer here, cold beer. Yeah,
my
so
goodness.
He's been wanting to try it since he's got a couple more years.
You know, my son is the same way in terms of the marketing. My son can do an impression of an adult drinking beer that only comes from TV commercials or television. He's like 12 and he's like, I'm like, whoa, like, where did you even get that from, sir?
Yeah, no, man, the older I get, the more you really start to see, and you have kids as well, where you're like, wow, like that cultural brainwashing is like intense from day one, you know?
So you and I have hung out at quite a few professional wrestling events.
Shout out to Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shout out to Shinsuke, for sure. We have some wrestling fans here in the house. What is it that you love so much about professional wrestling?
I mean, I guess no one's really asked it to me like that. But to me, it's the same thing that I love about being on set. Like, one thing I love about being on set is like seeing three walls and looking up and seeing lights and a thing and being like, oh, this is fake. Thank you for being upfront with me. That is fake. And I love that about wrestling as well, where it's like, oh, we are putting on performance for you. We want to do the best for you, but we are friends. We don't hate each other. We're not trying to kill each other, but we are trying to put on the best performance for you. And I think in a world where a lot of things are more put as real that are phony and that are trying to trick you, I appreciate someone that goes, oh, we're fake. And we're happy to just say we're fake. And that to me, in a spiritual way, is something that I really relate to, as opposed to so many things that they still try to treat you as a mark.
Right.
You that's real.
Right. So if you're watching reality television, you're not seeing that they're having production meetings, setting up the story.
NBA,
right. Where you have refs admitting games are fixed and all of this is supposed to be under the auspices of reality, where it can be a lot more entertaining to watch something where everybody agrees and knows and puts up front that it's supposed to be an illusion.
Let me in on it.
Yeah.
Let me in. That's what I like. I mean, that's one of the things I liked about working on my Chop 420 show, is that I had never been on the inside of like producers in my ear telling me like, oh, don't lift the clothes. Oh, hold. We're going to try to make this a little more emotional. Things like that, where I'm like, thank you for letting me in. You know, I like that.
Speaking of being let in, did you train to be a wrestler at some point?
Yeah.
How did that go?
I mean, it depends on which time.
Okay.
The first time, not too well. They were very intense. Santino Brothers it's a great school. If you actually really want to be a professional wrestler, they've made some actual wrestlers who've gone to WWE, AEW. So if you really want to do it, I wholeheartedly recommend Santino Brothers. They do not fuck around. But if you are a comedian who just likes wrestling and you want to play around and have fun and you don't want to vomit all the time, I do not recommend it. Especially if you don't want to have to clean up your vomit after you vomited, which just seems like something they should have to do.
But you trained another time after that?
Yeah, I've been training again recently.
Oh, again, that's nice.
Yeah. With a gentleman who wrestles for WWE. His name's Shane Thorne. You might know him more professionally as Slapjack.
Slapjack. Wow.
And Slapjack has a lot of free time because he's not doing well over there, and so occasionally he has a bunch of comedian friends and writers and stuff, and he invites us over and he like teaches us, and it's much more like relaxed and fun, and we're like making fun of each other when we make mistakes. And I got the power bomb of 200-pound man.
Wow,
so that was good. Yeah. I loved it.
That sounds amazing.
It was.
Tell me more about the thing I can't watch because I don't have Discovery Plus. Chopped 420.
Chopped 420. Are you familiar with Chopped?
I am familiar with Chopped. That's a very excellent program.
Thank you so much. It is a temple of cooking shows. They have established that appetizer, entree, dessert, the secret stash. It's been so long since I've done this plug, but I'm nailing it. And Chop 420 is a spinoff of the Chop franchise where everybody's cooking with cannabis, cooking with marijuana, and infusing it and pairing it with their items. And it was the best job I've had so far. I freaking loved it. It's led to me getting all these other like live events where I'm working with these chefs now. We're even talking together about putting together a comedy show where we like make a infused high class version of your classic comedy club food, and we have a thing. Yeah, but yeah, it's great. I love Chop 420. Like, if you like cooking shows, if you like weed, if you like just fun stuff, check it out. Is a good show.
So if it's marijuana infused stuff is psychoactive, does that change any of what the judges have to do when they're tasting all of this food? Do they have to space it out to some shit? How's that work?
I mean, it is a little spaced out. Yeah. Yes, pretty much. Yes. That's the answer. We got to space it out a little bit. And I think one of the things that like, that's usually a question people ask, they get bombed out. But one of the things that I found about the show that I really liked was like, it was more about that conversation of moving away from that, like, oh, here's a brownie that somebody gave me that has like 600 milligrams in
That's too many milligrams.
It's a lot of milligrams. You got to split it. And more into like, okay, what do you need? What do you do? Sometimes where they would do just CBDs, just, or just mix it with the THC and then just keep the milligrams light so that at the end of the meal, you kind of had this whole journey of what you've been through where you're like, okay, at the beginning of it, we start with just a little sativa to pep us up, then maybe just CBD in the middle to just get your body feeling right, and then hit you with a high indica at the end, and then send you on your way in a delicious dessert. But I tell you, Mike, the thing that I love the most, because I'm allergic to alcohol. I've never been able to drink. I've never been able to have like wine pairings, but like pairing different strains with the food, like where we're like, oh, we had this grape strain from Wonder Bread that we paired with lamb chops, and I was like, this is a whole nother fucking level. I love it. It makes you feel like I've been on 2 or 3 of these dinners, and in the show itself, it's like it feels like that feeling you get when you've flown all the way to Honolulu, you're sitting in a sauna, you're smoking a joint, you got good food around you, but you didn't have to fucking spend thousands of dollars to go get that feeling. It's
wonderful.
Yeah, I love it. I'm real in love with it right now, and I'm trying to spread it out.
Nice. Well, I'll have to subscribe so I can watch it.
Oh, we're gonna get you on one of these live shows.
Well, that sounds like fun too.
Yeah.
You, sir, in addition to some of your other hobbies we've covered already, are also a video game head. You play games.
You can say nerd. That's fine.
Okay. You play games on Twitch.
Yes.
What are your favorite games to play on Twitch?
My favorite games currently to play on Twitch, because they will always change some people can play a game for years and they play the same game. I think just like my life, I like new experiences. So like I'm always like on to the next game. But right now I'm playing a lot of Overcooked 2. I'm playing a lot of Yakuza Like a Dragon, and then Judgment as well. And I just finished Ratchet and Clank because I'm blessed enough to own a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I was really jealous when you posted your PS5 last year. I've gotten one since then, so it's not quite so palpable.
I was watching you going through the hunt.
I was failing.
You would get on Twitter upset.
Yeah, somebody almost fell for a scam on Twitter. This guy was posting one of them fake pictures with the PS5 boxes that weren't real, and he told me to send him money, and he wasn't going to send me a receipt. I'm like, no, sir, that's not how this is going to go at all.
Some patience.
I did, and I was able to figure it out. How often do you stream?
I'd say at least 2 or 3 times a week. Depends if I'm not working, then like every day. But 2 or 3 times a week, I'll stream at least every Sunday. We're coming on my year anniversary this Sunday. We're going to be streaming twitch.tv Ron_Funches. I'll be giving away a lot of free stuff. We'll be hanging out, streaming all day. What I really like about it, to kind of like actually make this something, is that at first I was just like, oh, it's just like playing games with people online. And I was like, I play games to relax. I don't want to be on when I'm gaming. I don't want to have to talk to people. But through the pandemic, especially, just like meeting people, having friends where like now sometimes I'm not even streaming, but we'll like hang out, we'll watch. I'm such a fucking nerd right now. I am in a fantasy pro wrestling league with my Twitch buddies.
Wow.
Where we draft pro wrestlers and we give them points based on how they've done in different events. And I'm like, my life is so great right now, where like I spend most of my time playing video games online. I spend some of it telling jokes. I spend some of it acting.
Hey, that is like checking all the boxes.
Truly the opposite of what my mom said would happen if I just smoked weed and played video games all day.
So you talked about pairing a second ago. Is there a good weed strain that pairs with Twitch streaming?
Oh, I think like a nice sativa, because you want to stay up, you want to stay active, you want to stay chatty. So, I mean, like a good Jack would be good. A nice creative Blue Dream, I think, would be fun for something like that. Just anything that keeps you up and peppy, because people don't like it when you're all like conked out on Twitch. That's something I have learned from experience.
Do you read all the comments? Do you try to engage with people, or do you focus on the game more?
A little bit of both. Yeah, I try to play something that either we're doing like multiplayer. We're playing a lot on this game, Knockout City, which is basically just virtual dodgeball. It's super fun. And then sometimes we'll just play games where like, oh, I can just talk. I mean, sometimes I'll just get on there and talk with people.
Yeah.
If I'm just, because I mean, as a performer, as a freelance artist, I think the best thing I can say is like, at first I was like, oh, it's just gaming with people. Then I was like, wait a minute. It is direct to consumer marketing to people who wants to fuck with me.
That's right.
Because if you are subbing on me on Twitch, if you're giving me $5 to play video games and just chat with me, then odds are you want to watch Chop 420. Odds are you want to watch the movie I'm in. Odds are you want to watch the show. You want to buy my sneakers that I put out in April. It's really been. I mean, I had a guy from my Twitch. My dish shows in Austin. He lives in Florida. He flew to Austin and came to all 5 shows.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, wait a minute. There's more power to this than I'm even aware of.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Do you still play Overwatch?
No, not Overwatch anymore. I used to be a Diva main, but I just moved on. Play a lot of Call of Duty, Warzone, whatnot.
Well, okay. I was going to ask you because we could squad up sometime because I still play a
when
lot.
Overwatch 2 comes out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm on board.
Speaking of things I've been wanting to ask you to do, you have a podcast called Getting Better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's for basically people who need a little bit of a push, need some affirmations. It just kind of started based off of the thing I would do with my son every morning, or I'd wake him up and I'd just be like, you're smart, you're kind, you're intelligent, go out there and have the best day you can, when you have school. And these affirmations that I just believe in doing every day. And so I started just doing that in a podcast form where we start with general affirmations. I talk about my week, talk about whatever I'm going on through. I think I helped a lot of people through the pandemic. I got a lot of feedback about helping people through that. And then I just interview some of my favorite people that I either have known for years or just have been interested in, and talk to them about how they're getting better. Because I think that a lot of times we consider this divide of like have and have not, or like successful and unsuccessful. And I think that for me, the thing I've noticed that my favorite people are all there is no end, there is no goal, there is just constant climbing of different mountains and getting better. And so I just wanted to talk to people about that.
What do you think it is about you that makes you want to help people and bring out like the positivity that you see in the world and show that to people?
I think it's just kind of like a Pied Piper thing, where it's like, I want to be happy, I want to be free, I want to feel good. And so in turn, I try to help others do that. And it's just what makes me feel good. It's actually even a newer realization for me, where I was like, what makes me feel good. I mean, you think I would have known because I'm a comedian and stuff like that, but like what makes me feel good is making other people feel good. Like that makes me feel so good when I see someone smile genuinely, when I see someone so happy. Like I love traveling. I love going to do stuff. I love going to, like when I went to Amsterdam or Italy, but like going to Amsterdam and Italy myself was fun, but what was more fun was like seeing my mom go there, seeing like my friends be so happy to be there. Like that's what really makes me feel good. So I just try to lean into that and I like being free. I like being happy. And so I try to like push that out there.
Nice. And conversely, I mean, you know, as much as we all want to experience positivity and have that be a thing that's present in our lives, we, of course, all go through hard times, too. And I'm curious, how do you process when things get tough?
I just process it as like, I mean, many ways, you know, it depends on, do you mean like literally? Like, because usually it means that I'm like listening to 60s soul music and getting stoned out of my mind. That's how I process it. But in a grander scheme, it's more just like, that's the will of life, you know? It's a constant up and down. There will be positive, there will be negative, and I have to just control myself in the middle. It's, you know, it's just that belief of just kind of trying to be comfortable in the uncomfortable, you know, where you're just like, and even like for me, the pandemic was a big part of that, where it's like, I wanted to get negative for a while, but I'm like, oh, you're so positive. You're so like, it's easy to be positive when things are going well.
Right.
Duh. Like, shit's good. Well, be positive now.
Right.
Be positive now when shit's not good.
Right.
Or were you just positive? Are you just a front runner with positivity? Or you bitch made about positivity? Are you gonna be positive when shit's even going down?
There you go.
And I was like, I'm gonna be positive.
That's beautiful. We're winding down here, but my lady actually passed me a question she wanted me to ask you. She said she wanted me to ask you, do you have a skincare routine?
Because my skin's nice?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess that's nice. Where that comes
People
from.
do say that. My skincare routine is just vitamins and water, washing my face, basically.
Nice.
I like to wash my face. I drink, my wife make sure I carry water with me everywhere I go now. Like, I just take it with me. And it used to be a burden to me. I'm like, I don't want to carry my water. Now it's more like a source of strength to me, where I'm like, I don't need anything from anybody.
Right.
I brought my water. I have my almonds in my pocket if I need them. I don't fucking need you.
Now, it's funny. I've been watching people offer you stuff all afternoon, and now I understand.
Yeah, and I don't need it. But if I wanted it, I take it.
Do you wear sunscreen?
Yeah, it depends on where I'm at, but sometimes, not every day. No.
Yeah, because me and my lady had a long-standing argument because I came into our relationship with the thing that I've been taught that black people didn't need sunscreen, and she.
Well, just because you burn does not mean you can't get cancer.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I mean, I think we're obviously more built for it, but like, if I've gone to. Again, if I'm going to Europe or whatever, which I love just saying, it makes me sound good.
What a flex. What a flex.
I mean, I'm actually going to Europe for a month after in a couple of weeks. You're lucky to catch me right now. Man. But yeah, if it's hot, it's hot. Wear some fucking sunblock.
There you go. There you go. And we are lucky to have you. Such a bastion of positivity and light. You've made me laugh a bunch. You've made yourself laugh an awful lot.
Well, I really ride a line between humble and egotistical.
Yeah, like a maniac. You ride that line.
Yeah. How could I be so both?
Well, that's. I think that's a wonderful place to end. We want to thank you for all that you do, all that you provide to the world, the laughter and the smiles from all of your recorded stuff to your TV stuff to the movie stuff to the people who are here today. So I just want to say Thank you, and everybody, please give Mr. Ron Funches a round of applause.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, Mike.
Thank you for being with us, and this has been the very first Flowerside Chat brought to you by Smarty Plants. My name is Open Mike Eagle, and this is that. That's it. It's over.
I liked it. You had a real NPR voice.
Yeah, I try to study. You know how it is.
Yeah, and this is Terry Gross.
And that's our show, folks.
If you want more Ron Funches in your life, and honestly, who doesn't? You can catch his latest specials, tour dates, Twitch streams, and even more at ronfunches.com. Everything he's working on is right there in one place. And thank you for listening to Past Due.
Past Due is hosted by Anna Marie Cox and Open Mike Eagle. It's produced by Andrew Steven. You can find more at pastduepodcast.com. Help support the show by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/pastdue. You'll get bonus content, extended interviews, and more. As always, if you like what we're doing, another way to help is by subscribing, sharing the show, and leaving us a review. Thanks for listening.
Stop doom scrolling. Start decoding the tech, rewiring your week and your world. The Interface is the BBC's fiercely informed, fast, and funny take on how technology is changing everything.
Hosted by journalists Tom Germain, Karen Howe, and Nikki Wolf, each episode unpacks week by week the unfolding story of how technology is shaping all our futures. No guests, no jargon, just three sharp voices debating the tech news stories that matter. Whether they shook a government, broke the internet, or quietly tipped the balance of power.
As TikTok shifts geopolitics, Trump drives digital shockwaves, Elon Musk expands his space internet empire, and AI reroutes the routines of everyday life. The trio asks, what world are the tech titans building for us? And do we want to live in it?
Find The Interface from the BBC wherever you get your podcasts.
Not all darkness is dangerous. Sometimes it's the doorway to becoming whole. On the brand new podcast, The Shadow Sessions, hosted by me, Hibab Al-Faqih, a psychologist and trauma expert, we shed light on the hidden corners of the human experience. Through raw, unfiltered conversations from the edge of healing, The Shadow Sessions invites you to do the deeper work that leads to real change. Follow The Shadow Sessions wherever you're listening now.